I was diagnosed with HIV January 21st, 2010.
And I've been positive for around 25 years.
What POZIAM is a social networking site for people living with HIV and AIDS, or for people who are in love with or care about somebody who is living with HIV or AIDS.
Woke up this morning, I couldn't believe.
To me, it gives me a sense of community. It gives me a feeling that there's so many of us out there, because even though in my day-to-day life I may meet people, I still don't get a sense of what it's like. And online I can just sit down and kind of connect and chat with people.
www.POZIAM.com. And what it is it's a social networking site similar to Facebook and MySpace, but it's for people who generally are living with HIV and AIDS, and it's a place for them to share openly and honestly about the situations that they're learning to cope with after a diagnosis.
Welcome to POZIAM Radio.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to POZIAM Radio. I'm your host, Robert Brining, joined tonight by Jeremy Dunn. Jeremy, how are you?
A lot of people are under the misconception that, oh, that doesn't happen in small towns. That doesn't happen in small towns.
And I decided to go ahead and get tested.
Put me in a room and said, Brandy, and I said, yeah. And they said, do you know what HIV is?
Right there and then I knew I was HIV positive.
You get this little part in your body where you're, okay, I'm HIV positive. Who the hell is going to want me?
Silence equals death. This is what they say. But the anger and the tears do not take the pain away.
I love the POZIAM community, just the idea that there's the space created for other HIV positive people, men, women, gay, straight.
Where I live, people don't really talk about HIV. It's not something that people really want to accept happens here.
HIV and AIDS is not a death sentence anymore. I wanted real connections. I was tired of all the medical talk, I was tired of statistics, I was tired of numbers.
Stand up for something.